In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on September 21st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Arkansas versus Auburn. 2 Southeastern Conference schools face off in a pivotal matchup on the gridiron as they both search for a crucial conference victory deep in the heart of the Yellowhammer State. The Arkansas Razorbacks will be hitting the road to take on the Auburn Tigers in a Saturday afternoon clash. Arkansas enters this contest fresh off a 37-27 home victory against UAB in their last outing, although they failed to cover the spread as 22-point favorites. Meanwhile, Auburn comes into this game riding high after dismantling New Mexico 45-19 at home last Saturday, where they successfully covered the line as 24-point favorites. Historically, the Tigers have had the upper hand in this series, boasting a 20-12-1 advantage, which includes a dominant 48-10 win on the road in their most recent meeting on November 11, 2023. The Razorbacks have been stellar against the spread in recent road games, covering in their last 6 matchups away from home, which includes 2 games already in 2024. Arkansas hasn't lost against the spread on the road since the 2022-2023 season and has successfully covered in 2 of their first 3 contests this season. Their offense has been potent on the road, scoring over 30 points in 3 consecutive road games dating back to last year. In 2022, the Razorbacks triumphed over Auburn at Jordan-Hare Stadium, securing a 41-27 victory, covering the spread in the process. Arkansas has also covered the spread in their last 2 visits to Auburn. On the other hand, the Tigers struggled with consistency when it came to covering the spread at home last season, barely managing a winning percentage above .500. A trend could be developing this season, as Auburn has split against the spread decisions in their home games so far in 2024. Offensively, Arkansas has the upper hand in this matchup, ranking 5th in the conference with 587.3 yards per game, compared to Auburn's 472.3 yards per game. Both teams enter this game with high-powered offenses that have demonstrated the ability to move the ball with ease through the first 3 weeks of the season. However, their defensive play has been less reliable, with Auburn notably allowing 448 yards of offense to New Mexico in their last game. Arkansas, meanwhile, has already recorded 15 rushing touchdowns this season, led by their standout backfield duo of Jackson and Green. Auburn has struggled with ball security, having committed 9 turnovers this season, which has resulted in a -7 turnover differential. While Auburn enjoys home field advantage, it's hard to fully trust them given these struggles, especially with a redshirt freshman at quarterback. For this reason, the Arkansas Razorbacks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The last 5 meetings between Arkansas and Auburn have all surpassed the point total, with last year's game alone producing 58 points. In Arkansas' previous trip to Auburn during the 2022-2023 season, the 2 teams combined for 68 points. So far in 2024, Arkansas has gone over the total in both of their games away from home, including a Week 1 performance where they put up 70 points against Arkansas Pine Bluff. The Razorbacks have gone over the point total in all 3 of their games this season and have hit or exceeded the total in their last 4 road games dating back to the previous year. This season, Arkansas ranks highly in several offensive categories and has shown the ability to score quickly and in bunches. Auburn's offense has also been explosive, as evidenced by their 73-point outburst in the season opener against Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical. Arkansas has consistently seen high-scoring games this season, with the total going over in all 3 of their matchups. Their games have featured point totals of 70 in their win over Arkansas Pine Bluff, 70 in a loss to Oklahoma State, and 64 points in their victory over UAB. Auburn has also seen 2 of their 3 games go over the total this season. Their win over Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical featured a combined 76 points, and their victory over New Mexico saw 64 points scored. However, they stayed under the total in their loss to Cal, combining for just 35 points, which fell short of the 53-point line. Historically, the over has hit in 9 of the last 10 meetings between these teams, and this game is shaping up to follow that trend. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. TCU versus SMU. As we dive into Week 4 of the college football season, fans have an exciting lineup of games to look forward to this weekend. One particular matchup that stands out is the crosstown rivalry between the 2-1 TCU Horned Frogs and the 2-1 SMU Mustangs. With both teams sporting identical records, this clash promises to be an interesting test of skill and strategy. This game will take place under the scorching Texas sun, with temperatures expected to reach the mid to upper 90 seconds. As a result, we can expect to see some tired players, the potential for muscle cramps, and, most likely, plenty of scoring opportunities. For me, however, this game seems straightforward. One of these teams is underrated but genuinely good, while the other is overrated and simply not up to the task. Even with the advantage of playing at home, SMU's weaknesses will likely be too much to overcome. I expect TCU to take control and claim victory in this heated rivalry. So, why am I so down on SMU? While this team was touted as having a high-powered offense, what they actually bring to the field is a fast-paced but ineffective approach. They focus too much on speed rather than execution, leading to penalties and unnecessary mistakes. Their offensive play calling feels predictable and bland, to the point where I feel like I could call out their plays from my living room. Their defense, meanwhile, is just plain awful. SMU barely scraped by a poor Nevada team in Week 1, and when they faced Brigham Young University, their so-called explosive offense managed only 261 yards against a team that many would describe as mediocre at best. Now, let's turn our attention to TCU. Coming into the season, the Horned Frogs had some concerns, particularly on the offensive side, with questions surrounding the quarterback position and the offensive line. However, last week they put many of those doubts to rest when quarterback Josh Hoover threw for 402 yards and 4 touchdowns against a UCF team that is likely to have a strong season. If TCU can put up anything close to that level of performance, they should have no trouble dismantling SMU on Saturday. Coach Sonny Dykes has quietly built a team that's better than most people realize, and there's an opportunity to capitalize on that before everyone else catches on. At this point in the season, TCU is simply the more proven team. They went into Stanford and dominated offensively, and then went toe-to-toe with a very talented UCF squad. In contrast, SMU nearly lost to Nevada as a heavy favorite, and then followed that up with a loss to Brigham Young University, again as a favorite. It's clear that SMU is not living up to the expectations set by oddsmakers. Therefore, the TCU Horned Frogs to win and cover the spread as the favorite is our full game side pick. The Horned Frogs have been lighting it up offensively, averaging about 38 points per game over their first 3 matchups, and an impressive 34 points per game against Power 5 opponents. On the other hand, while SMU's performance against Brigham Young University raised some concerns, the Mustangs are still managing to average over 34 points per game so far this season. The major criticism against TCU, however, is their defense. They've allowed 27 and 35 points in their 2 games against Power 5 teams, which suggests that stopping their opponents remains a challenge. All signs point to a classic Texas shootout on Saturday, and fans can expect a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Michigan State versus Boston College. On Saturday, 2 teams aiming for a strong season will clash as the Michigan State Spartans face off against the Boston College Eagles at Alumni Stadium. This noon matchup in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts marks the first time these schools have met on the gridiron since the 2007 Citrus Bowl, where Boston College emerged victorious with a narrow 24-21 win. Now, 17 years later, fans are left to wonder if Boston College is poised to repeat history or if Michigan State will flip the script this time around. Historically, Boston College has held the upper hand in this rivalry, leading the all-time series against the Spartans 4-1. Their most recent encounter, a triumph in the Champs Sports Bowl, saw the Eagles fend off Michigan State. This season, Boston College already secured an impressive win against the spread in front of their home fans, dominating Duke Wesley 56-0 in Week 2. The Eagles have been strong against the spread lately, covering in 4 straight games dating back to last season. On the flip side, the Spartans struggled against the spread in 2023, particularly on the road, where they only managed to win 2 of 5 games. Offensive woes on the road have plagued Michigan State as well, as they've failed to score more than 27 points in 6 consecutive road games, including 3 instances where they were held to 16 points or less. Despite Michigan State's early success this season, significant concerns loom over their performance. The Spartans are currently down to their 3rd-string right guard, and their discipline on the field has been problematic. They rank as the third most penalized team in the country. These are troubling signs, especially in a challenging road environment. Boston College's defensive line has been formidable, consistently disrupting opposing quarterbacks and stifling the run. Offensively, the Eagles demonstrated they could hold their own, even in a tough Southeastern Conference setting, where they managed to score 21 points. Returning home to face a weaker opponent, the Eagles' efficient passing game should make this a relatively easy victory, so the Boston College Eagles to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams will likely aim to establish their ground game early, as each defense has excelled in shutting down the run, holding opponents to fewer than 3 yards per carry. This game may ultimately hinge on which team can execute a more effective passing attack. However, neither offense has been particularly sharp without a strong rushing foundation. Michigan State quarterback Aiden Chillis has already thrown 4 interceptions and has struggled with accuracy, completing less than 60% of his passes. On the other side, Boston College's Thomas Castellanos averages fewer than 200 passing yards per game. Given these offensive limitations, it's expected that both teams will take time to find their rhythm, and points could be hard to come by. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.